Hey guys, Delt here. Something that I seem to regret on the last season was putting off my questing. I decided to leaderboard on Delt Song, a new character that I made after questing on my Warlock, and I just immediately started to grind ranks on him during that. I didn't even unlock my second stash tab until I was in like Voyager, I think, which probably isn't the best time to do that. This season, since the ranks weren't up yet, I had two options, either gold or boss farm, or start by knocking out all of the quests. And with that, I decided to try grinding the quests because this gives me some unlocks in the shops and will hopefully make the grind easier. And it'll also just give me objectives to do, which seemed somewhat like a fun idea to chase after. This video has a bunch of games, but I just clipped moments out of it where I got the quest done or got into a fight. So here's an hour and a half of my life in 30 minutes, and I hope you enjoy. And before we start questing, I'm just going to show all the quest unlocks in case you haven't opened the game yet. And first thing for the alchemist is he wants one potion of every type: invis, prot, and health. The fortune teller wants you to use a luck pot 3 times. I decided to start my questing in norms, so I'm ignoring this one until I start doing high roller. The goblin merchant wants us to kill 5 axemen, 5 archers, and 5 warriors in the goblin caves. Not too bad. The surgeon, once again, wants 5 bandages. I'm really bad at this quest, and I need to forcibly remind myself not to use the bandages that I pick up. The tavern master wants us to visit the barracks location. It's basically like the skeletal champion room that looks like there's a big dining table in it. But the caveat with this one is we have to actually escape alive too. The collector wants us to kill 3 Phosphos, 1 frost giant berserker, so the 2-hander, and 5 frost walkers, so the little zombie looking things that put ice around them. The treasurer just wants 5 ceremonial daggers. I started in the goblin caves, and that's not a good place to find them. I'm eventually going to go into crypts. I feel like I'll find a bunch of them in there. And the woodsman wants 5 campfires. Again, I really struggle with finding campfires, sort of like the same with bandages, and I need to remind myself to not use them. Other than that, it shouldn't be too hard. They're just honestly a little annoying for me to find. I know you can find them in the crates, but I just never actually see them in there. All right, so I figured that a first quest that we could work on was just killing the goblins, and if I pick up health pots or any of the other things I can turn in along the way, that's great. Goblin Caves is now a 3x3 map, which is a lot smaller, which means you're probably going to run into more PvP. So just be a little careful about that, but it should be a lot more fun once everyone starts getting geared and ready to go. But as a warning, make sure you check your perks and skills. I changed my skill to Charismatic Performance, but then I never changed my songs. So other than Accelerando, basically all of my songs are useless. I also wanted to share this too. Your drums now count as a weapon. So when you pick them up from your inventory and put them onto your action bar, there is an equip time. I'm just going to be using my loot from now on to break boxes because this is a little annoying. So you didn't really miss much. I sort of just looted around and killed as little things as possible to make as little sound as possible because I didn't have any buffs and I didn't want to get into a fight. So in our first game, we made some gold, we got some gear. Nothing too great, but honestly, hey, it's better than nothing. On a side note, the squire is kind of cool. You could always just click on him and he'll stash whatever you have on you that's green or above. I just decided to look at it here. And I definitely didn't kill anywhere near enough goblins last game, but we're going to try to fix that this one. And I wanted to keep the beginning of this game in here, literally just because this is a new variant of what used to be the mole tunnel. And it's actually kind of cool. There's a prot shrine, there's a lion's head chest, and there's a health shrine all in this one little area. All right, skipping a little further ahead, bards actually have a plate helm option now. It's pretty awful because it doesn't give you any stats, but if you wanted to be a slightly tankier boy, then there you go. All right, and I'm just skipping the part where I'm running around killing a bunch of goblins because y'all know how to do that. I believe in you. I actually died this game. There was a cleric here. I didn't have very much ranged options. I had a hand crossbow and 4 throwing knives. I threw those and then I tried to fight him in melee and it didn't really work out. He used smite and I should have backed up, but I didn't. But with that, I only needed to kill 3 more archers. So I got the spawn and I knew exactly where I wanted to go to kill one of the 3. So let's go there. All right, and that's one down. I'm actually gonna head to the room in the south now, where there's a bullet slinger and archer right next to the static escape, and kill the archer there too. There is a ranger to my right setting traps to the door, so I'm just gonna need to be careful of that while I move around. So that's 2 archers down. I'm just going to run toward where I spawned and go around that way because I don't want to have to run through the traps and I don't want to be stuck in an area where there's multiple goblins and a ranger chasing after me. But here comes the ranger and he shoots a friendly arrow, so I return that with friendly throwing axes and Franciscas and a rapier. This is sort of a weird interaction. Don't land on people's heads. It throws you literally anywhere. And then I ended up leaving, not finding another archer, so we're gonna have to do one more Goblin Caves match. But I did get the first alchemist quest done. And now he's wanting me to kill 5 ice kobold archers and 5 ice kobold axemen. So as soon as I'm done in the Goblin Caves, I'm gonna go there and do some more quests. And I started in the mine room and just immediately ran here. The mine room bridge had a goblin bullet slinger on it, not an archer, but I know that there's always an archer in here, so I came here for that. And I kind of feel bad about this one. This cleric didn't hear me walking through the axes somehow. All is fair in love and war, or something like that. And then a little bit later, one of the other bards in the game tried to Shriek of Weakness me, so I shut the door on him and decided to loot a chest. Luckily, I got a survival bow, and then we fought him. Sorry, Crane Foreman. Just wasn't meant to be. And then I went to take the static exit here, but there's a cleric literally just sitting here camping it. He's never going to kill me because I have a survival bow now. But I'm also never going to kill him because I don't have enough arrows and he's just going to heal through all my damage. I eventually just decided to leave and find another exit portal, and luckily somebody had one for me. The second Goblin Merchant quest is to explore the cave altar location. I didn't know where that was exactly, and that's another one where you have to survive after. So I'm just deciding to go to the ice caves next since I have multiple quests there. And I put on Rapier Mastery at first, but then I'm realizing I'm not actually going to be fighting anyone while I'm in the ice caves. So I actually tried the new perk Fermata, which gives 5 resourcefulness. This lets my buffs last longer so I don't have to use them as often. And it also helps me have a higher interaction speed so I can open up doors and move around the map quicker. It's definitely not the best perk, but if you're just running around questing and trying to get away from people, Fermata and Lore Mastery together are probably going to be really good for that. Basically every match I was starting with the skeletons and I was having to run somewhere to find everything else. In this game I made it to the Frostwolves cave. I didn't look at my notes. I thought I had to kill 5, so I just killed a bunch of them. I only needed to kill 3 though. After killing the 3 Frostwolves that I needed, again, I killed more. I found some kobolds too. And I did pull this Frost Giant as well. This isn't the Berserker, so it's not the one I needed, but I figured I would just put this in here in case y'all are struggling to fight it. The shield guy is really easy. You just run away and run to the side, and then you can run in and get 2 or 3 hits in, depending on what weapon you're using. I didn't realize I pulled an archer, so I kind of panicked and got hit, so I just shut the door, healed up, and then came back and finished it. Let's kill some more kobolds and then get out because I can't find any more. All these lobbies were really full, so a lot of the modules that I walked into were already cleared, sadly. Alright, so now I need a Frost Giant Berserker, 5 Frostwalkers, 2 more Archers, and 3 more Axemen. I also got a Bandage and a Ceremonial Dagger in that run, so I'm just going to immediately put them away so I don't use them. All right, so in this next game, I think I finished my Kobold quest, and I also got the Frost Giant Berserker, which I don't know how to fight. I usually just kite it with a survival bow, or I use a buckler, and I don't have either of those things here. So here's just a very long time of me struggling with it, and eventually just killing it with Piercing Shrill. I actually got it stuck here and I should have just Piercing Shrill. I thought that I could keep him there, but if you try to fight him while he's there, he'll eventually fall down. And at this point, I'm just deciding to leave. And the Kobold quest is done, so now I just need to kill 5 Frostwalkers and explore the wolf caves and escape. Okay, so the room to my north is the wolf caves. And this room directly underneath of it to the south has 4 frostwalkers. So I'm planning to get these 4 frostwalkers, go to the wolf caves, see if there's any chance of me finding another frostwalker somewhere else, but I literally don't know where they spawn on the map, and then leave. But I'm hearing plate boots, so there's other people nearby, and I just want to kill these frostwalkers, so I'm just going to kill them as quickly as I can, and then go sit in the corner, because I'm going to take damage, because I'm trying to kill them as fast as I can. So I basically just sat here forever, and then when I finally didn't hear them anymore, I walked into the wolf caves, which is where they were, and then I ran away and took an extract. And that's all of the alchemist quest complete, which is really nice. And now we're just going to go and get one more frostwalker. All right, we're here. We killed 2 to be safe. And then out of nowhere comes a bard. And honestly, I should have probably just let this guy kill me because it would have let me get out of the game sooner. But I wanted to make it difficult. No. He tries to throw his drum at me, which will definitely kill me. So I stopped, and then I just waited out his attacks and hit him one time with my rapier. I really hope that he used the death cam and saw that I was 1 health this entire time. This poor guy. Anyway, I started clearing toward the exit really carefully, and then I messed up and got myself stuck on a wall. Oops. But anyway, that quest's done. And then here's the next one for people who are wondering about that. Anyway, thanks for watching the video if you made it to this point. I really hope you enjoyed it. This is basically just going to be it for the day. I was just trying to get some sort of content out because I wasn't able to yesterday. And this seemed like a fun idea to me. I might just do like a playlist of all of my questing for this season. And yeah, if you did enjoy it, please consider giving me a like, a comment, or subscribing to the channel. Anything and everything helps, and I really do appreciate each and every one of you who do. And lastly, if you're wanting to join a community of other Dark and Darker players, I have a pretty small, at this point, community server that we're hoping to grow, and I'll have the link for that down in the description. Feel free to come by, say hey, ask people to play games, whatever, just be friendly. And the most important thing I've said out of all of this is this very last thing. I hope you all have a great day, and I hope to see you next time. Peace.